where he just wrote about all the things
I know.
that pissed him off.
16 reasons why.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I remember those days. Like, man, those good old Seal Chief days.
The
There's
dark
so
side,
many
once
fucking-
again.
The dark side.
Esports and content stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes there's like things you can't say, but sometimes you want to. But if you tease that, then people are gonna call you out on that too. So you can't say anything. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I would say this, but I can't, guys. That looks bad on you too. So it's just you just gotta shut up sometimes. I guess I don't know. Or just
Pretend
say
you're
it.
not a human, but also
Honestly,
don't
that.
act like you're not too human. Like you have to have just the right amount of humanness, but none of the downsides of humanness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How do you guys feel like from the beginning when you first started it versus like now? So like, what are your feelings? Kind of like a relationship almost. You know, in the beginning, maybe.
Beginning, it's like fun, you know? You're doing it because you want to do it. Man, this is so fun. People like my stuff. Wow, this is great. I'm getting fans.
Yeah.
Wow.
Amazing.
Oh, okay. Got a hate mail. That's okay. Oh, got 3 more. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a whole group of people that just hate me.
Oh,
for
someone
existing.
found my address. Do
Oh,
I need to be
yeah,
concerned?
Someone found my phone number and called me. All right, cool. Gotta change my phone number now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think it evolves over time.
Yeah.
I will say, I think I'm actually really lucky in the sense that I've been doing this for so long, and I feel like I've gotten like small doses of success of success over the years, and it all didn't like come overnight. And
So
I've
you didn't
seen
get
that.
all the shit at night overnight
Yes.
as well.
Yeah.
It's like that
So,
guy
like-
who like poisoned himself with rattlesnake venom in small doses so he could
Yes,
take a
so
full
it was
bite.
okay.
Yeah,
Exactly. Seriously though, I've seen I know a lot of people that kind of exploded overnight or gained a lot of popularity in a very short amount of time, and I think that's very, very difficult to handle and adjust to.
Especially when you're very young.
Yeah.
A lot of
Oh my
very
god,
young
especially
people.
which most people that do become that popular are very young.
Yeah, we saw kind of that at like at Playlist Live when we went to it. There's a lot of like 15-year-old kids who are just like fucking. They go there and they're like famous there. It's like what? I wonder what that does to a
your
person.
psyche.
Yeah.
that's crazy.
Experiencing fame at
Yeah,
such a young
and then
age.
you're like you're famous because like you're dancing
Yeah.
and you're probably like an attractive person. It's like I don't know how
Your
anyone is
brain
supposed
boom,
to.
your ego
Even
also
as an
probably
adult,
booms.
or any human being faced with that much like pressure and fame and like attention in general, I think kind of like fucks with you if you're not careful.
Yeah.
I saw a post that Justin Bieber made actually, because he was famous.
He was the epitome of that.
Yeah, he was so famous at such a young age. The post was something along the lines of like how fame at a young age can really like mess you up, and he essentially it became to a point where like people didn't even see him as a human anymore.
That is true.
People like saw him. He said it kind of like he felt like a caged animal where people just like wanted pictures and just like see him, take pictures, can't get a picture with you, but it's not even like they like you. They just
He's
They just saw a
actually
famous
the
person, yeah.
example that I used when I first started getting hate and stuff like that. He was like the first person that came to mind because when I was younger, I'd be like, "Oh yeah, who likes Justin Bieber? Oh my god, so lame, right?"
Yeah.
And then I was in that position. I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
it doesn't feel good to be disliked for
no
such
reason.
little reasons, right? And it's
Being
like,
disliked for being liked.
being disliked for just being yourself. There are some people who just legitimately don't like you for you, I guess. So I'm like, oh man, I did the same thing, back when I was younger. Like I fucking shat on Justin Bieber for no reason because my friends were shitting on him because he was
was just
popular.
cool to hate
it was
him.
cool to hate
Yeah.
on popular. But ever since like that clicked for me, and then I just stopped. No more.
Yeah.
I can't.
even if he is the way he is and you don't agree with it, I feel like that's just like, dude, like it's so hard to say. Like fame can really mess you up. Like it can happen to anyone.
Yeah. I just also imagine that the younger you are, the more easily it messes you up.
Yeah.
Because those are
does.
such like, they're your formative years.
Yeah.
And instead of actually like figuring out who you are or who you want to be, you're just bombarded with so many
much
other problems
pressure.
and pressures. Yeah.
I feel like it's hard for anyone to cope with.
Yeah.
Every time Fed comes down here, we're all just
We
like,
just get quiet.
Yeah, we just
and
stare.
like, fucking, what?
Fuck.
Stop
Is the
coughing.
audio recording, by the way?
God, he
I
coughed.
heard the phlegm in that.
Yeah.
Be careful, Fed. Okay.
Yeah, we're
Why
all-
are you nodding like it's cool?
It's hit, man. Being sick is hit.
That's not true at all.
That's the trend.
Being sick is not trendy. What the?
You see the coronavirus challenge on TikTok?
What?
The
There's
one where
like-
the girl
what?
licked a toilet. On a plane. She was on
She
a
licked an
plane. She
airplane
licked a toilet.
What
An
the
air- I don't
fuck?
touch anything in the airplane toilet.
That reminds me of the girl.
I don't even touch the airplane toilet.
I'm Filipino, but I'm not. I'm in the US.
Oh fuck
Yeah.
those guys! I hate those guys.
Really?
Yeah, that was like a
Yeah.
meme for a while.
Apparently, I read more about it. Apparently, they bought it afterwards, but it doesn't matter because
Yeah,
you didn't
'cause
put
they-
that in the video.
Also, they
Yeah.
started it for other people who were like
Mhm.
mimicking it and didn't buy it after.
That
Like,
that's
that's
just
hella messed up.
fucked. Like
Yeah.
weird. I guess it's kind of weird. I
Tide
don't know.
Pods, don't eat them. Ice cream tubs, don't lick them. Toilet,
Don't lick them as
don't,
well.
Don't lick 'em.
lick 'em
Don't lick 'em
also.
also. Ah,
Anyway, what were we
yeah.
talking about? Justin Bieber.
something about Justin
Mhm.
Bieber. Yeah,
Bieber.
dark
Yeah.
side of streaming.
Ah, yes.
Of content creation. Did you experience anything, Michael? Do you feel
know,
like
I had a very different kind of experience. Like, I think YouTube and streaming are really different. I think streaming is, very personality based.
Mhm.
Try to have a
YouTube
lot
is
of
content based.
Yeah, I try to have like a good amount of personality in my videos, but obviously they're not on for like 8 hours a day. They're on for
Yeah.
like 10 minutes. a
Yeah,
month,
it's super
so-
popular.
But streaming, like, you
I
are
think it's bigger
yourself,
in
people watch you for
Philippines
most of
more
your
so than
personality,
Of
right?
course.
And
anywhere
our
else
self,
besides
we're not
Korea, where it's
perfect, so
originally
our flaws
from.
will show, blah, blah, blah,
Yep.
and
Thanks,
people
bro.
can
You
latch
too. Stay
onto
safe
that
there.
and use that against you. Or if you're really open with your life, they can use that against
But
you
just
too.
imagine if someone was filming themselves for 6 or 8 hours a day or more. It's just like you're just yourself. It's
You
so
have
hard
to
to
be
be
yourself.
anyone else sometimes. And then it's like all the stuff you would normally think of or say. Like you're so used to like
I
expressing
say some
it.
dumb shit.
Yeah.
And it's gone to a point. If you like the dumb shit we say,
Nice.
watch. If you don't, you don't have to watch. The free world out there.
Yeah.
Plenty of people out there.
I do think it's kind of nice how like YouTube in comparison to streaming, like streaming facilitates that kind of feeling towards a content creator, sort of like of entitlement or feeling like you really know them
Mhm.
and feeling like you know them a lot better than they know you.
Dude, I need to talk
Yeah.
about this.
Go ahead.
Sorry. Oh yeah, backseat people. Like
Oh,
people who backseat my
man.
relationship
Yeah.
is like the number one thing how to like make Lily
They
really sad.
backseat your relationship.
I have gotten like messages or just private messages. I don't want to say exactly what it is, but it's like
Mhm.
basically TLDR, people analyzing shit and acting like they know me better than I know myself.
Mhm.
And it's just really annoying. I'm like, you don't know me.
Don't know the relationship.
You don't know their
Yeah, it's just like some
relationship,
random
You don't know
person.
anything.
Yeah.
You don't. Oh yeah, yes, Michael and I are just dating for content, but like you don't like,
Yeah,
know.
you don't.
like,
We don't say
we
it.
don't say
Yeah,
that. On
yeah.
stage. You don't
It's
know.
in
You
the
don't know
contract
to
to
the
not
like
say it.
what extent we are dating for content.
Exactly.
yeah.
You don't know the
Yeah.
extent.
You don't know the stipulations in my contract
You
with
don't
Lily.
know what I made him sign,
Yeah.
okay? It's a year contract, by the way. If you break it, I get 10% of your entire.
Holy.
No, we've signed multiple things. but
Multiple contracts?
Yes,
or?
yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
There's
I
there's a
don't
lot
know.
of things in the contract that he has
Ooh,
to do.
prenups before relationships.
We don't talk about money here.
But it's beneficial for him too. Don't worry.
You know, there's the people who analyze. Like, did you see at 5 minutes and 45 seconds
Yes!
the way that he looked, or like how
Yeah,
his
he's like,
face when
"Oh,
she
dude,"
said that, or
and
something
he like,
like that?
looks into her eyes and he's like, he's probably thinking about it, and I'm like, I'm just fucking like, what am I gonna eat today? Like, am I gonna have Mediterranean food on Postmates today, or am I gonna
know.
have Jersey Mike's today on
I've
Postmates?
had
It's
that
probably
happen, too.
Jersey
It's
Mike's.
probably Jersey Mike's, but it's like they're
Oh,
like, oh my
God.
god, he was
This
looking into
time-
her soul.
She looked like this, so that means she feels this way. Oh, and I can tell from the past and blah 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 blah. This is how it's gonna. Why?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
wild.
Why?
You know,
Funny how wrong. it
Oh
is.
my gosh.
I also
I don't
see so
understand.
much of that in threads, like whether it's Reddit threads or other forums or
Yeah.
whatever. And it's amazing like how ongoing these threads are. And I learned like 3 or 4 years ago after reading them and sometimes getting like very frustrated that I can't just like simply explain to this person like the reality of a situation. I started realizing like as I saw how ongoing they are year after year, I'm like, oh wait, like I'm just living my life and these are just people commenting.
Mm-hmm.
And I can just have it and I can just let it have no effect on my life at all. Like
Oh, okay.
either way they're going to comment. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Hmm.
So it's so out of my control that it's not even worth kind of
No matter-
imputing.
you're always gonna have people who-
inputting.
Don't like you.
Yeah.
You're not gonna do. Might as well focus on those around you, which is what I'm trying to
Yeah.
do.
or people whose opinions you really
Yeah.
do care about.
Like I'm happy right now. Like my relationship's great. I'm just like things are good. So it's like hard to feel bad about that
That's
sometimes
good.
because
Yeah.
it's like I'm happy.
Yeah.
Fuck.
If you weren't happy and you were sensitive to it though, like a
That's
lot of
hard,
people
yeah.
are, and they read the comments, it's like they take it a lot more to heart.
I don't.
Right?
I try not to like go out of my way to read stuff, but
Yeah.
when they fucking private message you, I'm sorry. Please stop.
I've seen Lily be like,
Oh my
she's like on her phone. She
Yeah.
like really intense. I'm like, you Kaylee, hold on, I gotta
On
I
Reddit.
gotta reply to this person.
I'm
real
debating
quick.
someone.
I'm
But
just
I'm
arguing
not
with
like
this person.
I'm not like angry at them. I'm just
Yeah.
trying to like like please have some empathy. Why are you saying this? Why are
Yeah.
you thinking this way? Like I genuinely want to understand. I have tried this approach many times. Like I've tried to be kind. I've tried to be civil.
Mhm.
Ultimately, in the end, like people will believe what they want to believe.
Yeah.
But hey, it's kind of fun. It wakes me up. And I forget
That's
about
like
it.
her morning exercise.
I do.
Yeah,
I-
yeah.
And I have like
I feel
I
like she
forget about
likes
it like
it.
10 minutes later. I
That's
literally
good.
don't
That's
give a
good.
fuck.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the older I get, I just don't give a fuck.
We've all seen some shit, so it's like,
Yeah.
It's good to lose your fuck sometimes.
Honestly, yeah.
Whatever.
Mhm.
I have no more
Just
to give.
focus
Like
on
one
like
or two.
yourself and what makes you happy.
Mhm.
I think it's because comments for like, you know, when you're not like in the public eye and you're just like, you know, you're like in a friend group or just going to school and you read like comments on some posts, like an Instagram post, like those people are talking to you, you know,
Mhm.
like
The person.
they know you.
Mhm.
But once you start, you know, like it's people you don't know, like it's kind of hard to realize that those people aren't, you know, talking to you. They're talking to like someone they think they know, and
Mhm.
it's hard not to like. You have to learn to not take it as personally, I guess,
Absolutely.
because it's. I mean, it's a really difficult thing to do, but it's like a weird point where you have to be like, ah, this person isn't. You know, you don't like know me as a
I
person.
feel like it's easier the older you get, honestly.
Yeah.
That's what I find. I used to be
I
a lot
mean-
more sensitive in the past.
Yeah.
And now it's like just focusing on the present and what's actually important, which is like, it's like whatever, yo.
Yeah, you need to grow tough skin
You
in
have
order
to.
to survive.
Which is what I'm like. I joke about this a lot. I have the worst personality type for being a public like figure
Mhm.
because like
Really?
I care a lot about stuff.
Mhm.
Still, I do care about stuff. It's hard to just not care
Yeah.
when that's who you are, right? But then you just
Over
have-
time, it gets
Mhm.
chipped
It does. It
little
does
by
get chipped
little.
down. Yes, it's still high, but it's not
Yeah.
as high as
Yeah.
before. Yes.
It feels
Absolutely.
bad sometimes too, like not being able to talk about stuff or explain your side of the story when it comes to certain things because you just can't. Like,
Mhm.
there's so many things that we probably wish we could just like freely say about our feelings and like shit that's happened to us about what other people assume or do, but you can't because just you know just.
Mhm.
That's
the amount
annoying.
of times, oh my god,
I
especially
yeah, I
last
imagine.
year,
Yeah.
the amount of fucking times someone would like say or do something online, and then it would cause like some big issue in regards to me, and then they would immediately slide in my DMs and apologize. I just wanted to.
Snake
Wow.
emoji.
Like it was so odd. It became so cyclical that I was like, am I the problem here? Like, do I need to say some shit? But and I think like I don't know. At some point, I just realized like, oh, a lot of these people like just see me as a name, like not really as a human being.
That's. I also find that like no one's like evil.
Mhm.
Like once you get to know someone and like understand them, you see where they're coming from. Even people who talk shit about us, right?
Yeah.
And that goes the same for public figures too.
Mhm.
I just feel like if we all had like a bit more empathy, it'd be nice, you know. Think about how the
Mhm.
other person feels.
Nah, fuck those guys.
Okay, my
Yeah, those guys suck.
I think sometimes people do suck, but
But
there's
they-
still some good in there.
they
People-
suck because of
Difficult things happen to them.
something
or
might be
they're in a
happening to
difficult
them. They might
situation
have a
typically,
reason
yeah.
to. They might feel justified. You like
Mhm.
never know with the other person.
I think that's one of the
Mhm.
things that makes me value like hate comments a lot less. Like I've never seen someone that I really look up to just like go on YouTube,
Blast you.
fucking hate
Yeah.
you, you know, like that literally never happens. And
It's usually like just a 12-year-old.
Yeah.
Someone
Yeah.
randomly.
I
Yeah.
read my YouTube comments
true.
and sometimes they come. I'm like, you know, I don't really care.
You're fucking
Yeah.
12 years old, man.
Whatever.
it's cool. Delete, move on.
The only thing I think I just browse Reddit a lot, really.
Mm,
So it's
yeah,
hard
yeah.
to skip the PM sometimes. But I'm getting, you know.
You better.
I think it's like a pros and cons to being so fucking open. Like you
Mhm.
invite
Yeah.
everything,
Mhm.
and you have to take it like good and bad.
I actually think I feel more ever since like being involved in the scene more and stuff. I used to be like super extroverted. I used to like always like want to hang out with people and like meet new people and stuff. And then I think as like time goes on, I feel more like introverted. I don't really necessarily feel introverted on my stream, but I feel introverted to people like that I just meet. And I feel like it's almost like a barrier or like a guard
You're
I
being
put up.
cautious.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I completely get that.
Not like so like I definitely feel the difference. I used to be like I think 90 something percent extrovert on like the Myers-Briggs test, which I know isn't accurate,
Oh,
but
it's
like
fun.
it went down to like 60% when I retook the test, and I just like yeah.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I think I've been like I've had many situations that kind of like jaded me or like scarred me in a way.
We're
Where
all
like,
gonna write memoirs one day,
yeah,
guys.
people just like talk to me.
Ooh, an OTV memoir.
There's just-
we have like
We have
a bunch of big chapters
so
for each
much
person.
stuff that
Yeah.
is like just it would feel so nice.
One
it
day.
out.
Just one day, but not even
One
OTV,
day.
but I'm sure in our lives too,
Yeah.
like people.
Oh no, I mean we just do like a group memoir.
Oh yeah, you know.
Yeah, but just throughout the years, like, oh, part of offline TV, eh? Like, guess and then they start talking about other people. Oh yeah, like how's Lily do, or what does like Michael do, or it's like stuff like that. And then are they actually dating? No, it's just for
Just
for
say-
content, dude.
Honestly,
I don't know like how many times I have to
Yeah, I
tell
don't know
them,
how many
but
times
like
I have to tell you.
I was gonna say it's just for content.
I know, but yeah. So then there's that, and then I just feel like there's people that I see all the time who like try to meet you and try to like network with you, and then I basically don't really put in the time and effort sometimes to befriend someone until they've been around more and
Long
more.
enough.
And I think
Yeah.
like your time is valuable too. You don't want to like spend it on someone that doesn't give a shit about you.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, that's what I feel.
Or gives a shit about you for the wrong reasons.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's kind of hard
Mhm.
to tell sometimes,
Yeah.
but sometimes you can tell.
Yeah. But despite all these bad things, obviously the good things far, far, far outweighs
Yeah.
the bad.
Mhm.
That's why we're here. We have a lot to be thankful for.
Yeah.
Ayy.
How you guys feel about people saying streaming is so easy?
Fuck,
Then
I say
you
that.
do it, and
Oh.
or YouTube is so easy.
I think it's hard to.
No, I'm not a streamer. You guys.
Or YouTube. Have
think
people
about
said
that.
that to you too, or like?
But
maybe
yeah,
not you.
no, they do.
They
like
do?
yeah, it's like because I don't upload a lot of videos, so it's like this is like I could do that. And,
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of things that just go on that you don't see, like thinking about editing the video, filming the video, like building the fucking thing, like finding all the sources to get the parts for the
Ordering
fucking
500 things off Amazon
Ordering 500
and waiting
things on
for them to
Amazon.
come in and then
Yeah,
unboxing
yeah,
it and then bring
yeah.
it to the garage.
And
Yeah.
I edit just look. I mean, it looks fast, and sometimes I can do stuff fast, but like a lot of times it takes quite a while. But
Mhm.
I think maybe in that sense it would be like people asking me to upload more, and I mean it's like I understand like I don't upload much, but it's because they like take a while, and like it's nice to have people wanting to see it, but it's like it takes time, and like I try to do it as fast as I can, but.
I
Do
feel
you know
like
this
that's-
video
yeah.
that's like, leave Brittany alone? Do you know that one?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember
That's
that
an
one.
old-
It's like,
Leave-
leave Michael alone. It's like someone like crying because people are like
Yeah.
online bullying Britney Spears.
Yeah.
I remember that's such a.
So that's a
Golden
throwback.
That's an
meme.
old
Yeah.
meme.
Yeah.
I've had like I'm sure we've all had jobs before. I'd much rather prefer streaming, I guess. But sometimes I don't think it's for everyone, especially if you care
Yes.
too much or you
Yes.
can't deal with all the attention and stuff. Like that, again, that can fuck with anyone. Mental health is really important, right?
Mhm.
I can imagine how fucking weird it must be for someone who has, like, let's say, depression or anxiety to deal with that kind of pressure. It really fucks with you.
Yep.
So eventually, I do want to like not stream,
Mhm.
like do something else. That'd be nice.
It's also like it becomes normalized to you. Like streaming, some people are saying like, "Oh, it's so easy for you to do," but as you do it, and then you get normalized to it as well. Yeah, it's still like one of the best jobs.
It is.
I feel for like for us, but then it's like you still get adjusted or used to it in some sense. Not that you take things for granted, but like you find more things that like you don't like about it as well. But it's still fun. It's just like
I
there
think
are gonna be things that you don't.
It's
like
also
about
like
it.
part of it's like creatively fulfilling, right? So most of us probably started because of passion, not like a job. But when the
Mhm.
passion turns into a job, yeah.
Yeah.
But it's great. the pros again outweigh the cons by far.
For
I just gotta stress this.
Can we have a counter for how many times Lily has said
It has to be
Pros
like, I
counter.
appreciate Joey.
I know you're like trying to cover your back. It just pisses me off that like we feel the need to do that so much.
Or else people are gonna say like you're unappreciative. You're complaining about streaming or doing this. You
It's
have,
not,
like,
yeah, we're not complaining. We're just talking about the side of streaming that maybe
Yeah.
some of you might be interested
not
in.
as cozy.
Yeah, man, like people are always gonna say you take it for granted. It's
I
just like what people
suppose.
think. You know you don't, right? Like,
Not
I
at
mean,
all.
you never know you don't.
Yeah.
That's the same thing when they're like, you know, you make YouTube videos for, you know, a living, and it's like, you know, I know what it takes to put in. It's like you guys know what it takes to stream. It's like you know better than anyone. So
Yeah. I see a lot of like behind the scenes stuff that you guys do and like the effort you guys put in. It's a lot of time and effort. Like I am on like I used to work with Amon, so like the back end preparation's insane. Like her brain, huge by the way. Like literally thinks of everything in advance and like orders things in advance, like thinks about like ways to like improve all the
I
time.
feel bad on doing
I think that's like
No,
the
but
best
you're-
way to show your gratitude. No, but like everybody does a lot of
They
different
have-
things.
yeah.
BTS, and I think that goes to show how much we care about streaming. We don't just show up and we're like,
Yeah.
hey, again.
I do that.
No, sometimes yeah, but you also do OTV stuff. You draw stuff for Twitter. You have like 3 different Instagrams.
Yeah.
Like we're all doing many things.
Sometimes I turn on my stream. I'm like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna
I've been doing that a lot lately too.
It's stressful because
Mhm.
I don't know. Sometimes I don't feel like prepped, entertaining. Like I don't know. I feel like I'm more sensitive to comments one day, right?
But you care a lot about like the people.
I
so,
do,
Like,
I
a lot
do.
of your work and stuff like that reflects that. You make
Yeah.
things very comfy. The vibe you give off is like exactly what people look
Get you,
for.
get you your friends that gas you up like
Yeah.
this.
And then like
Aw.
Michael, I freaking hear this guy like zooming in and out of the garage
Yeah.
like till 6 a.m. sometimes running a
He's been
like
working
I hear
nonstop
him
on this
above
video.
my like
oh yeah, sorry about the steel
have some
sawing yesterday. That was bad. That was
I
bad.
was like, did you guys hear
Dude,
that? They're
sawing
like, yeah,
steel
I'm
is
Moko.
fun.
You like 3D model something and test it out, and then, like maybe
Yeah.
that doesn't work. You need 3D model something, but that's for the
3D model it
testing. That's not
again.
the actual thing. You
Thing
used to
at
do
the
that.
end,
That's
yeah.
the next thing, but
Yeah.
the next thing isn't even the actual thing. That's the model for the actual.
That's the test bed
It's like
for the actual thing. Yeah.
constant
I know.
fucking
Hear the
work
chair
in
rolling
progress.
around.
and they're
Yeah.
like, just do it faster.
You know, a shard of steel flew in my eye when I was sawing steel.
He had to.
I took a magnet and I was like, "Come on out of there, buddy!"
Oh
and it,
my god!
I heard this and I'm like, please wear goggles.
Yeah.
I was wearing glasses, but it like bounced up into it.
Oh
so,
my god.
Now he wears goggles.
Now I wear
At least
goggles.
you're wearing glasses.
Yeah, I know. It was wild.
See,
Yeah, there's a lot of behind the scenes
Also-
stuff.
Yeah.
Anytime I think like, okay, no matter how bad things get, okay, let's be honest. In like 100 years, no one's gonna know me, and like knows that I'm gonna be dead. Like
That's nice.
that's comforting for
nice.
me. Like in the grand scheme of things, we are everything and nothing. You know what I mean?
Wow, holy shit. Philosophy tube.
Depressing. Or
No, it's like it's comforting and sad, but that's